Hi students, I'm going to read you the story Andracles and the Lion. This is a Roman folktale, and as a reminder, a folktale is a fictional story that is orally passed down over hundreds, and in this case, thousands of years. When I read this story for you, there's going to be some vocabulary that I wanted to pre-teach you in case you weren't aware. The word vicious is something that's really, really bad or evil, really horrible. The word scarce is there's not a lot of something. There's a small amount or something's hard to come by. The word wretched is a very unhappy or unfortunate state of being. If someone feels despair, they feel extreme sadness. And the word emperor is a ruler of an empire, kind of like a king or a queen or someone who's in charge. So let me go ahead and read you the story. Andracles and the Lion. Andracles was a slave who suffered under a cruel and vicious master. Although Andracles worked from sunrise to sunset, his master gave him scarcely enough food to live on and had him beaten time and time again. At last, Andracles made up his mind to run away into the woods. Even if I'm killed by wild beasts, he thought, it would be better than this, and he slipped away into the forest. When night was about to fall, a strange sound suddenly reached his ears, a moaning and whimpering as if one nearby was in pain. As he peered around the trees, he gasped and stood frozen in the shadow of the trees, for what he saw was a lion. The lion was licking his paw with his great tongue and gnawing at it with his sharp teeth. Looking closer, Andracles saw that a long, sharp thorn had buried itself deep in the lion's paw. Why, it's hurt, he thought with pity, forgetting his fear. Careful not to alarm the animal, Andracles crept forward toward the lion. He gently took hold of the injured paw, pulled the thorn out, and then bound up the wound with a bandage torn from his cloak. The lion licked Andracles' hand in gratitude, and from that moment, they were friends. Every day the lion went hunting and brought back fresh meat for Andracles to eat, and every night Andracles slept safely in the lion's den. But one day, as the lion was out in the forest, he was trapped by a band of hunters. And that same day, Andracles was captured by some soldiers who were passing through the forest. As punishment for running away from his master, Andracles was taken to the city, where he was to be thrown to the lions. When the day arrived, even the emperor came to the crowded arena to watch. The soldier dragged Andracles into the arena and left him there. What a wretched life, Andracles thought in despair. Those days I spent in the forest with the lion were the only time I was happy. Then the soldiers released the lion. Andracles shut his eyes in dread, expecting to be torn limb from limb, but no teeth or claw touched him. When Andracles opened his eyes in amazement, he saw his own lion crouched happily at his feet. Andracles laughed with joy as he knelt to embrace his friend. Much astonished, the emperor called out, "Who is this slave who can tame lions?" Andracles rose and bowed to the emperor. "My lord," he said, "I was able to do this lion a kindness, and he has repaid me with greater loyalty than I ever found in the world of women and men." And he told the emperor his story. Impressed with Andracles' courage and compassion, the emperor pardoned him and set him free. Andracles and the lion returned to the forest, where they lived happily together the rest of their days.